Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Integrated Facility Management, a subsidiary of Al Contracting Group, and on behalf of Blue Star, I take this opportunity to welcome you all to this online event. I thank you all for taking the time to attend the launch of the new Blue Star VRF 6 Plus with IFM, which is the official distribution partner of Blue Star in Bahrain. I am Joylyn Fernandez, your host for this event. IFM and Blue Star share a common mission of offering quality and value to customers, and we are proud to launch this exciting product. I would now like to introduce the respected members of both the companies present at this event. We have with us Mr. M.M. Abbas, Vice President, Blue Star, Mr. Satya Vagishwaran, GM, Blue Star Sales Division, Mr. Sajid Chandran, Deputy GM, Blue Star Sales Division, and Mr. Ganesh Newton, Senior Lead Specialist, Product Management, Blue Star. And from IFM, we have Ms. Hala Almoyed, Executive Director, Almoyed Contracting Group, Mr. Lohidas, Chief Operating Officer, Almoyed Contracting Group, and Mr. Sanal, the Head of Division of Integrated Facility Management. I would now call upon Ms. Hala Almoyed to address this gathering and get this event started.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. First, I'd like to thank everyone for taking their time out today to be here at the Blue Star VRF event. IFM and Blue Star share a common goal of providing energy efficient and cost reduction products and solutions to our customers. So as organizations emphasize the importance of environmental sustainability, products like ours today are going to be the ones which will be looked at and sought after in the market. So we're happy to present with IFM and Blue Star the new VRF range and the 6 Plus, which is going to be one of their most leading items in the VRF range. I would like to first thank the teams for organizing this event and of course the participants for being here, since it's very important to have you believe and understand what our product is. I'm going to take a small second to tell you a little bit about it. It has already been introduced in the UAE, Oman, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia, and also has an automation of all units in the VRF segment. This is it's going to be a game changer in the home units and in most of the residential segment. So I'd like to just take the time to thank both teams for being here, and we'll get started. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Ms. Hala. I now call upon Mr. Abbas, Vice President, Blue Star, to address the viewers.
Thank you, Joy. And good morning, all the attendees from Bahrain, distinguished guests, the participants, and our joint host, which is IFM and Al-Muyad, and also Blue Star team back in India. Thanks for joining this webinar for VRF launch. Blue Star is built on trust. That's a fundamental, the ethos, the DNA of Blue Star. On 27th of September, Blue Star clocked 79 years of journey, serving the people, serving the industry, serving many geographies, not only in India, with the high-tech products, services, R&D, people connect, social corporate responsibility, and with immense engineering expertise. Today, my mandate given is to introduce a very brief about Blue Star. I'll be very informal, not to a formal introduction. So Blue Star was started in 1943 by Mr. Mohan T. Advani, who's our founder that time. The company was listed in stock exchange in 1969. What it means is it's one of the India's early engineering company or a conglomerate who wanted to go public and get engaged across the people of India. Today, we are the number one HVAC, heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration product and services company across India. Some of the product category, we have market share of over 30%. Just to name a few, in the contracting business, which is about large turnkey solution providing, we have roughly about 25% market share. Recently, some of the iconic jobs like Bangalore Metro was backed by Blue Star, which is a metro for stations and the underground tunnel. And also Foxconn manufacturing, which is coming up in down south in Chennai. Blue Star was also successful in bagging these kind of iconic projects in India. That's the testimony of the engineering expertise and the trust what the company has created over so many years. And coming to the product side, we have about many factories. We keep on expanding the factories. So we have 2 factories in Northeast, then we have about 3-4 factories in West, then we're setting up one in South. Then we have a huge dealer network across the country. Then we have service, franchisee, we have engineering support. We work very close with government bodies such as Confederation of Indian Industry, regulatory authorities, not only to educate them, create an awareness, and also to participate in whatever the best engineering we can do to serve the planet Earth. That's the very big picture. We have about 31 offices spread across India. Then our turnover last year was roughly about $800 million. In Indian rupees, it translates about 6,100 crores. We have a well-equipped R&D center, state-of-the-art, hundreds of engineers are stationed. That's in Mumbai. Currently, we have about roughly 3,000 odd employees in this large organization. Coming to Blue Star International is a subsidiary of Blue Star Limited. It's stationed in Dubai, located in Dubai. Last year, we clocked about $92 million turnover, and this is available in public domain in Blue Star report. Blue Star Dubai takes care of Blue Star Qatar, which is a standalone MEP company registered in Qatar, and Blue Star International also get reported by Blue Star Malaysia. Apart from that, Blue Star International has 2 more important mandate in the business forum. One is to grow this international business. We have about 20 odd countries currently spread, managing from Blue Star International office, which is located right where I'm sitting in Dubai Airport Free Zone. We also have a contracting company called Blue Star System and Solution, which is in Dubai, which takes care of mid-sized contracting projects in UAE, comprises of HVAC, more into the unitary and mid-size applied projects. Then we are into refrigeration and service business in UAE. Some of the highlights of the R&D, which is an important to briefly address this forum. We have all the cutting edge technology products. We cater to Indian market. We are the very strong Indian brand competing international giants, be it from US, be it from Japan, be it from Korea. Some of the segments, Blue Star is already present within top 3. For example, if we take room air conditioners, we are 3rd largest market share in India. If you take ducted splits, some competitors call this also part of unitary products. So we are largest in terms of tonnage served or sold as per the JAN data published recently. We have about 30 odd percentage market share in refrigeration products serving to quick service restaurants across pan-India, serving to many iconic restaurants like Burger King, KFC, and you can keep on naming all the big names. We have about 25% market share roughly in large project division we call EMPG, and the list goes on. Apart from that, the products has well recognized by international agencies. It gets qualified with standards like Saudi, which is one of the stringent, SASO. Then it has a compliance with ESMA, which is UAE standards, and many other standards across this region. In addition to that, Department of Scientific and Industrial Research in India has approved our products, and we have large number of patents, which is an IP, intellectual property of Blue Star. The focus for engineering R&D is to deliver a world-class product which suits the cutting demand of energy efficiency and sustainability. So Blue Star is equipped to, catch up with the speed what international brands are doing, and we are absolutely very close to them. Or in some categories, we are even ahead of them. We have the world-class lab which certifies the high quality products. To name some, we have a lab called AHRI, which is accredited by AHRI certification for any kind of chillers up to 400 tons or 440 tons capacity. This can be done in our own lab in Mumbai. Apart from that, we have state-of-the-art virtual tools for 3D modeling, high-tech simulation setup, all kinds of digital and smart engagement what is required to compete in a growing digital demand. In terms of the manufacturing footprint, Blue Star continuously keep on expanding, and today we are also aiming at expanding to Europe and North American market. Try to be an ODM strategic partner with large and big names. Talks are going on. So Blue Star has recently set up a company called Blue Star North America Incorporation, having office in New York. Across India, we have about 1 lakh square foot. 1 lakh is about 100,000 square meter across 5 facilities. The 6th plant is getting ready. It is going to be operational in November. Specialized in manufacturing of highly engineered and custom-built products comes from these factories. And we also have won many awards for governance, like Golden Peacock Award, so which signifies the company's durability and appetite in taking care of the corporate ethos, governance, and credos. We have implemented Six Sigma and lean manufacturing process across all the setup what we have. Implementation of several value analysis and value engineering is an ongoing process. So this is a rough overall summary of what Blue Star comprises of: Blue Star International, then Blue Star Limited, India, then R&D, and a manufacturing facility. And I will not take much of time. And before I close my note, I would personally thank Hala for being here. Thank you for taking time and being part of this wonderful event. I think we should conduct more such often. Yeah, we should conduct more such events in future to engage and to have the connect of go-to-market for the people and for the participant. I don't know how many participants have joined here, but whomsoever has joined and whomsoever going to join, and even the recorded version, please go through it. And I would definitely say that with IFM, Almayad Group, Blue Star can deliver the best of the expectation what Bahrain market needs without any single compromise. And we'd also like to invite the key people and the core decision-making people to please come and visit our manufacturing facility, R&D facility back in Mumbai, see the world-class installation what Blue Star has done. So we may not have that iconic references across, because Blue Star is getting very serious only last 4-5 years in international market, and we have a huge mandate to grow this business double, triple in next 5-6 years. That's what me and my team are doing. Now I will hand over this to Joy to take further. Thank you, Joy, and thank you all of you, and all the best for this event. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Abbas. Now we move forward with this event, and I would like to invite Mr. Ganesh Newton from Blue Star to take us through the technical presentation for the Blue Star VRF 6 Plus. If any of you have, if any of the audience members has any questions, please feel free to type them in the chat box at the bottom of the screen, and we will answer them towards the end of the session.
So, good morning to all the participants from Bahrain. Good afternoon to my colleagues from Dubai. My name is Ganesh Newton. I take care of product management. I am based out of Mumbai, India. So in today's presentation, I will take you through our new VRF system, that is VRF 6 Plus, which we have recently launched. And I will also take you through VRF 6S, which is another product which is for side discharge. Blue Star is almost 80 years old company. We just completed 79 years. We are entering into 80th year. And as you may be knowing, it is one of the few companies which have survived for so many years. Blue Star was started in 1943 during World War II. And it has been consistent, and we have been successful. And now we are in this era of even after 80 years. As we mentioned,
you can just put the slideshow, please. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. So we have 5 manufacturing facilities. I think Mr. Abbas explained. We are also coming up with one more facility very shortly. And we have a full-fledged R&D facility. The one which we have it at our Dadra, which is specifically for VRF system. It is actually internationally accredited by Intertech, and we develop all the VRF products and our DX products in that laboratory only. And Blue Star has presence all over the India and also in 18 other countries in Middle East countries, SAARC countries, South African countries, and Asian regions. So that way, Blue Star service setup is widespread, and our expertise in air conditioning products and projects for the last 80 years definitely has helped us, and we have come up with the latest technology products. So to give you a brief about our product range, Blue Star manufactures a small window AC, room AC, starting from 110 to a package AC and ducted AC meant for commercial applications, and also VRF systems. And Blue Star also makes big chillers, starting from scroll and the big centrifugal chillers. So in air conditioning segment, Blue Star makes complete range of products. So our today's discussion is on VRF system. It is about VRF 6 Plus, which we have recently launched. Before that, to give you a brief about VRF history. Actually, VRF is a very, very popular product nowadays. But actually, it has got very short history. This product was started about 2 decades back. In India, way back in 2000, 2002, this system became popular. Blue Star has been dealing with this product for almost 2 decades, starting from our first generation VRF. Now we have come up, and this product has evolved again and again. And now we have come up with the latest technology, VRF 6 Plus system. So what is the highlight? As we all know, any product, any air conditioning product is rated for 35 degrees Celsius, whereas this product is rated for 43 degrees Celsius. Actually, I will explain you in detail. And this product can work even at 56 degrees Celsius non-stop without any interruption. So as I explained, this product is getting developed in our own R&D facility, which is at Dadra plant, which is close to Mumbai. And there we develop all VRF products and our ducted products also. And we have our own indigenous R&D setup with hundreds of engineers working on various things, refrigeration system, electronics, and various aspects of R&D activities. So now I will take you through VRF 6+ system. So VRF 6+ system, when we started the development, with the current situation, actually, as you all know, the ambient temperature in India is different, and it varies from place to place. And actually in North India, as you all know, North India, the ambient conditions are very, very high during summer. In places like Rajasthan, even Delhi, it goes as high as 45, sometimes 50 degree also, which is similar to Bahrain, or sometimes the temperatures are more than Bahrain. So these products are designed for working efficiently even at very high ambient conditions. So at the same time, it also gives us flexibility to connect different types of units and have different pipe connections for very long distance to install even in a difficult locations, even for high-rise buildings. And also we have wide range of indoor units, wide range of outdoor units and control systems. And the control system are very, very latest, and we have all electronic control systems, including web-based control systems. So what is unique? So first of all, to give you a brief about VRF system, you all may be knowing, VRF has got multiple indoor units connected to one or a set of outdoor unit system. Outdoor unit can be independent or it can be modular. We can connect multiple outdoor units up to 4, and we can have a common piping system connecting to different types of indoor units. And not only different types, different capacities, it can be installed in different zones, and we can have different temperature settings. Of course, this is the basics of VRF system you may be knowing. And so what is unique? This is the VRF outdoor unit, typical outdoor unit. You can see all the refrigeration components and electronic controls kept in the bottom section. Say compressor, inverter compressor, PCBs, accumulator, and all interconnecting pipe. Everything is kept in the bottom component. As you can see, the middle component is condenser, and all around now you can see the coil. And it is a specially made condenser with a blue fin coating, and inside there is nothing. It is hollow. So that way, this is totally different. Unlike any other VRF system, Blue Star VRF system is designed to give the maximum possible efficiency even during harsh ambient conditions because of this type of arrangement. And this will give the maximum airflow across the coil, which ensures there is no deration, there is very minimum deration, and with good efficiency even at higher ambient conditions. So this is what I explained. All components, refrigerant components and controls are at bottom. Middle section is coil. It is only coil. There is nothing inside. Of course, top section is with fan and fan motor. So another unique feature about our VRF 6+ system, when we talk about this VRF 6+, you can have 4 units, modular unit, each unit of capacity 28 horsepower. We can build up to 112 HP single system. So it can be a single 112 HP system. Actually, VRF system now it is becoming very popular. It is becoming very popular globally. Even in US, it is becoming very popular. Now we have the challenge of catering VRF system even for larger applications. So this type of construction with single module of 112 HP helps us to cater to even large applications with even big indoor units, bigger air handling units. We can have a larger installations. So ideally, VRF systems were used initially for smaller applications. Now it can also cater to bigger applications. Many places globally, if you take in many Asian countries, this VRF system is an ideal replacement for chiller system for certain capacities. So that way, this single 112 HP will be very helpful for catering to many new applications. So when we talk about VRF systems, as I told you, we have a lab. We have a lab which is again NABL accredited lab in Dadra. We have come up with our product with ratings which is at 43 degrees Celsius. We say it gives actual capacity at 43. And these ratings are proven and it is already tested. It has been tested and certified by Intertech accredited facility at Bangkok, Thailand. So that way we have certifications for all the outdoor units of our VRF 6 Plus and VRF 6S system, which is tested in the laboratory, and the testing is done as per ISO standards, ISO 15042 and 16358. So this standard 15042 is exclusively for VRF, and 16358 is for CSPF efficiency. So that way it is already proven and we have certifications for all the models. So let me take you through few unique features. So the compressors, whatever we are using in this VRF system, it is specially made. Actually, we have selected very special compressors. And for VRF system, as we all know, inverter compressors are used. So inverter compressor, in the sense, it is a variable capacity compressor. It is a modulating type. It can vary the capacity by varying the flow of the refrigerant. It happens by changing the speed of the motor. So with that, we can get the variable capacity. Actually, it is specially made. It is with a concentric winding motor, which enhances the efficiency. And it also has a unique feature. The suction is from top and discharge gets into the bottom chamber. So which is very helpful for handling VRF system with very long piping with large refrigerant charge. So all inverter, we keep talking about all inverter. What is all inverter? When we have a two compressor system in a ODU, we have two compressors, both are inverter. Earlier it was with single inverter and fixed speed. Now this all inverter is very common. Everywhere it becomes popular. So when we say all inverter, there are two compressors. Any inverter compressor will have a efficiency curve, meaning there will be different efficiency at different speed. So the efficiency of the compressor will vary depending on the speed and also the capacity of the compressor. At certain capacities, the efficiency will be maximum. That is the general inverter compressor. When we talk about all inverter, when we put two compressor, we make use of this feature and we run both the compressors together simultaneously. Both the compressors will run with the maximum possible efficiency, and both the compressor together will deliver the actual required capacity. So let us take a 20 horsepower system with two 10 HP compressors. If the load is, in most of the cases, the load will not be full. It will be running with part load conditions only. If the load is only 10 HP, it is not like one 10 HP compressor is going to run. Both the compressors will run at certain capacity, and the efficiency of both the compressors combined together will be the maximum. That's how it is designed. It is a very complex logic, and we have that unique logic with which we get the maximum advantage out of this inverter technology. And now inverter technology is becoming very popular globally. Many applications are going with inverter compressors only. And at the same time, we also have multiple ODU systems. We have modular constructions. We combine many outdoor units. Even during that case, when we have 4 outdoor units, each outdoor unit will run at certain efficiency. And again, we ensure the combined efficiency of all 4 outdoor units will be maximum. So as I told, each outdoor unit will have a operation at maximum efficiency with each compressor running at certain efficiency level. And at the same time, each outdoor will have a efficiency curve. So we also make use of that. And with that logic, we ensure it gives the maximum possible efficiency. And there are few highlights about inverter compressor. Inverter compressors run with very low starting current. When we talk about starting current, normal compressors takes 4 or 5 times of the running current. Whereas when we go for an inverter system, the running current will be very, very minimum, negligible. It will be some 3 amps, 4 amps only, because inverter compressor can start with no load condition. So that is the advantage of inverter compressor. And because it can start with very low starting current, the backup power, when we go for a backup generator, that capacity also can be optimized. It has to be selected only for the inverter technology based on the, in general, generator is selected based on the starting current. Whereas in a normal conventional system, the starting current is more. When we go for an inverter compressor, starting current is less. So capacity of the generator also will become less. So that is a very, very good benefit when we go for an inverter compressor for backup. And also, we talk about part load, various load conditions. The load will keep on be varying. And most of the times when we consider our building, the load will not be full. It will be operating at part load only. That case, when it operates at part load, the efficiency of the system further increases with this inverter compressor. So these are all the general benefits of the inverter compressor. So we have taken this inverter technology and we have built a logic and we have further improved the efficiency, and that's how this VRF 6 Plus system has been evolved. So in the beginning, we were talking about high ambient operation, efficient operation at higher ambient temperature. So how it is achieved? You may have a question. All units are rated at 35 only. How we are telling it is rated at 43? How can it give maximum performance at 43? How it can work without duration at 43? Of course, we are not using an oversized compressor. We are using an optimum sized compressor only. But there are other design considerations. So we have gone for a large condenser, which is with the maximum heat exchange area. And as you can see, all around you can see the compressor. In a conventional VRF system, you can see only C type of coil, but here it is full. It is all around. So that way, the coil face area is much, much higher compared to a regular VRF system. It will be at least 30% more. So that gives us very good efficiency. And also when there is a higher ambient condition, compressor can deliver maximum possible capacity. Other than that, the heat exchanger, the materials are also selected very carefully. We have gone for an internally grooved copper tube with slit type of aluminum fin. Again, by default, we use coated aluminum fin only. We always use blue fin. Blue fin is very good, and for any seaside atmosphere, it is very, very suitable. There are many installations wherein it is running for so many years, more than 10 years without any issue with this special coating. And additionally, in case if there is any chemical corrosion, we may have to go for additional coating. So that is also available as an option. That is required only when there is a chemically polluted atmosphere. Especially if the atmosphere is polluted with sulfur, we may have to go for additional coating. We can also offer Bly Gold coating as an option. So this is very, very important. As I explained, any system is rated at 35. When the ambient temperature crosses 35 degrees Celsius, there is going to be a deration. The compressor will lose its capacity will come down. So it will keep on be going. Normally at a 43 degrees Celsius, there will be 20% deration in capacity due to ambient. That happens normally. It happens for any compressor. When we go with VRF 6 Plus, we ensure even at 43 degrees Celsius, it gives 100% capacity. That is unique differentiating feature. This is very unique to Blue Star VRF. So I explained about condenser coil face area. That is one thing. And again, control logic is one. And also there are certain design considerations which ensure actual capacity at 43. So what does it mean to us? when we select equipment, we select the equipment based on the ambient condition. So when you design a VRF system, when you design any air conditioning system, we do heat load estimate based on the ambient condition. When we design for 43 degree, we need not consider any deration. We can go for the selected capacity equipment. Whereas in a normal system, which derates after 35, you may have to oversize the equipment, which is not the case with this VRF 6+. So that way it results in very, very optimum selection. So there are some times when the unit runs at lower ambient temperature. Say the ambient is 35, 36 also. It can also happen at Bahrain during evening time. Winter time temperature goes down. So you may ask how it is going to be helpful. When the system is designed for actual capacity at 43, when it is operating at lower ambient temperature, the system efficiency increases considerably. So that way we are getting maximum efficiency even when the ambient is lower compared to other system. So that way this design is very, very helpful for power saving and also for equipment selection. So it is not only equipment selection, capacity selection, the related electrical works, everything will come down if you go for this selection. So we, as we saw, there is no deration up to 43. That is one thing. So after 43, what will happen? There will be some deration. Because of the compressor deration, there is a compressor performance. Due to ambient, compressor may get deration. It is because of operating condition. Higher discharge temperature will happen. So there is going to be some deration. But another important thing, between 43 and 48 degree ambient, there will be no unloading of compressor. That is again a unique feature of Blue Star. Unloading in the sense, there will not be any reduction in speed of the compressor. There will not be any bypass of refrigerant. The compressor will still operate with its maximum speed only, in spite of higher ambient up to 48. So after 43, though there is a slight deration, it will be very minimum compared to a regular VRF. So that is another unique feature. And further, the unit can run non-stop up to 56 degree. That way, the overall system design is for higher ambient temperature only. Actually, higher ambient temperature conditions, as I mentioned earlier, it is very common in India, which is some similar to Bahrain. In many cities, it is very common. So by default, we have gone for this design. So there are few components I want to explain, which is again helping for higher ambient operation. If you look at the PCB, there is an inverter PCB. When the compressor speed goes up, it is going to generate a lot of heat. It is going to become very hot. When heat is generated, PCB is likely to fail. Okay, to avoid that, we have gone for a special device called heat sink, which is nothing but refrigerant cooled PCB. You can see this. There is a refrigerant heat exchanger, which is kept behind the PCB, which always cools the PCB. Normally, it is the liquid refrigerant coming from condenser. It will be in the range of 30 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius. It is enough to keep the PCBs cool. So the advantage is when the PCBs are cooled all the time, it improves the reliability of the PCB. PCB will not fail. Even when the ambient temperature goes very high, it is going to 45 or 50 degree also, nothing will happen for the PCB. PCB will work normally. So this is again a unique thing, and this was actually started by Blue Star only. We started in our earlier generation itself long back. So that way this improves the reliability of the PCB. So another important thing when we talk about PCB, PCB consists of various electronic circuits. There are minute circuits, and in case if there is a humidity, more higher humidity, or there is a dusty atmosphere, there is a chemical environment, it is likely to get affected. You might have seen it is not only for air conditioning, for many PCBs this happens. For that, we have gone for a very, very special coating called conformal coating, which is nothing but a special acrylic coating, which is usually used for defense applications and automobile applications. This coating prevents the PCB from getting exposed to outside atmosphere, and it prevents rusting, and it prevents moisture from getting in touch with the PCB. At the same time, it also takes care of the heat dissipation. So conformal coating is another important feature which helps to improve the reliability of the PCB even when there is a higher ambient and even when there is a polluted atmosphere. So another feature I wanted to explain because we are talking about higher ambient operation. We also do liquid injection to the compressor when the discharge temperature goes high. So we have a additional protection with a special liquid injection arrangement with some solenoid valves. There are 2 stages of liquid injection which further improves reliability and operation without tripping at higher ambient temperatures. And when we talk about VRF system, it has got electronic components, compressors, motors. There are many electrical components. We have designed our VRF system in such a way that it can work from 320 to 460 with a wide voltage range. When I say 320 to 460, all the components are tested for operation at 320 to 460. In case if there is any voltage fluctuation also, it can take care, the system will work without any issue. Now, another important feature. When we talk about VRF system, it is a DX system. Actually, refrigerant travels to various zones in a building and it is carried through a refrigerant pipe. Okay, and if we have to cater to big facilities, we have to charge a huge quantity of refrigerant based on the pipe length. Then what happens? There is a huge quantity of refrigerant. System will not run at full load all the time. So that is the beauty of variable speed capacity. There may be a scenario the system runs with 25% load, 30% load, 50% load, or even 10% load. So when the load is less, the complete refrigerant will not flow. Compressor is going to operate at minimum capacity only. So what will happen to the liquid refrigerant? The liquid refrigerant has to be taken care. Otherwise, if liquid enters compressor, it is going to damage compressor. We have gone for a very big accumulator with a total capacity of 34 liter. And again, it is the maximum in the industry. No one else offers such a big accumulator. We have gone for a big accumulator. It is again to give a flexibility of having a longer pipe length and without putting any restrictions on carrying out the installation. So with this, we can go for a very long pipe length with a maximum possible length of 1000 meters, which is almost 1 kilometer. We can go for 1 kilometer total pipe length. And also we can go for a 90-meter vertical height. When the outdoor unit is placed on a terrace, the indoor can be at lower level, 90 meter below. It can take care of high-rise building, 25 to 30-story building also can be taken care with this VRF system. So again, this is a important feature. This is because of the design with the bigger capacity accumulator. So another important feature, the compressor operates at low speed and high speed also. So as we all know, there has to be oil circulation within the compressor. Otherwise, no, the compressor will get into problem. For proper oil circulation, we have a special oil management system with the oil separator with the different stages of oil recovery. Meaning the oil, whatever that is getting into the pipeline, there is a possibility some oil may escape and it may get into the pipeline, it may get into IDU. We are talking about 1 kilometer pipeline. We have a special mechanism with which we can bring back the oil to the outdoor unit. Again, it is to ensure that the system is very reliable even with such a long pipeline. So one more important feature, when we use VRF system, there are standard indoor units. We all know there is a wall mount unit or small ducted unit or cassette units only. There are some applications which may call for a special type of air handling units. Example, hospital OT may call for a special unit. Operation theater may need special filtration with high static. There are some applications with high sensible heat. There are applications with high latent heat. So the air handling unit design will be different. There it has to be a different design. those indoor units will not be available as a standard product with VRF. For such scenarios, we can go for a specially made AHU with the help of a AHU integration kit. This AHU integration kit couples VRF outdoor unit with the AHU, which is tailor-made, which is made to suit the site condition. Because of that, we can take care of different applications, different non-standard applications also. So another important thing, what is unique about Blue Star AHU kit? When you go for our AHU kit, there is no restriction of connecting to only AHU or connecting to only certain units. You can connect to AHU, you can connect to some other indoor units also without any constraint. So that way it gives us very good flexibility. You can have a AHU and you can also have some other indoor units. Say, take an example of a hospital. Operation theatre will have a AHU. Patient's room will have a small unit, small concealed unit or wall mount units. Waiting hall may have a small ducted unit. So you can go for a different types of indoor units along with the AHU. So that is another unique feature which is possible with our special AHU kits. I will take you through few features which are available, which will be very helpful practically. There is a feature called demand control mode. With demand control mode, we can restrict the capacity of the outdoor unit. For example, we have installed a certain capacity of outdoor unit. We have installed a 20 HP outdoor unit. Certain times, no, you may not need 20 HP. You want that unit to become 10 HP. That is possible. With this feature, you can fix the capacity of the outdoor unit. What does it mean? You can make the unit as a 10 HP unit and you operate it at 10 HP only. It will ensure that the capacity doesn't exceed 10 HP. So it is something like that. It will be fixed at 10 HP, 10 HP maximum. Of course, below 10 HP, it can work. The advantage here is, in case if the customer wants to have a control on the overall capacity, we want to restrict the usage of AC because it is given for some common areas. The occupants may set some low temperature. To avoid that, this feature is very useful. And another thing, in case if we have to go for a power backup, we need not go for the 100% capacity generator. We can go for the partial capacity. We can go for a 50% or 75% capacity only, so that we can have air conditioners running for important areas when there is a power interruption. So this is another ideal feature. And during night time also, we can enable this feature. We also have another feature which is called quiet mode. This is again very useful during night time. Night time, obviously, the actual load comes down because of lower ambient. When we enable this mode, it restricts the speed of the compressor and fan motor, and it ensures that the unit runs with very low noise, silent running. It ensures silent running so that there is no disturbance for the neighbors. This feature is very useful, especially for residential applications where the night noise will be an issue. So this is by default available. So one more important feature, this feature is again very useful for certain applications wherein in case if something goes wrong, say night 12 o'clock something goes wrong, there is a disconnect in the communication system due to some external factors. Maybe some rat bite or some damage has happened. What will happen in a normal system? All the units will trip when there is a cut in the communication. But with this feature, we can allow all the units which are connected to the communication wiring. As you can see in this picture, whatever units that are connected without cutting, those units can be made to run by the customer himself with the remote. By pressing certain keys, it can be enabled so that wherever there is a communication wiring, those units can run. For example, something has gone wrong. Say there is a hotel, something has gone wrong during night time. We need not wait for the technician to come. Even during midnight also, this can be enabled so that there are certain areas where ACs can be running without any interruption. So this is another feature wherein this is backup feature. In case of two compressor system, if one compressor fails, another compressor can be made to run for whatever may be the reason. And in case if there is problem with one outdoor unit, other outdoor units can be made run. So this is backup operation mode, which is also available by default. So there may be a scenario where one indoor unit needs some service, some special service, or we do some renovation in that particular room. So during that time, we can isolate one unit from the main outdoor unit, and we can allow other indoor units to run, so that other rooms there is AC, and only this unit can be made ready. Till then, no, there will not be any issue. Other units can be made to run. Though it is a centralized system, even when we are disturbing one unit, other units will not be disturbed. So this is another useful function. It will be very useful, especially during servicing. As we all know, VRF is a little bit complicated. We have to do the selection properly. There are different types of indoor units, outdoor units available, different capacities available, and piping is very complicated. For that, we have got a selection software. This software will enable us to select the indoor units, outdoor units. We can also do the pipe design. We can generate the BOQ of pipe, and we can also calculate the refrigerant quantity. For that, we have a software available. This is available for everyone. This can be used for designing any VRF project. Without any expertise also, anyone can use this software. So to sum up VRF 6+, as I told, VRF 6+ is top discharge VRF system, which is used for larger applications. We saw all these features, high ambient operation with a range of indoor-outdoor unit with longer piping length. So these are all summary of features of VRF 6+. With this, we are concluding this VRF 6+. Now, another interesting product, which is called VRF 6S. It is nothing but side discharge VRF system. Top discharge VRF is for larger applications, bigger office space, or any larger space, auditoriums like that. This side discharge VRF system is for residential applications, and it can also be used for light commercial, where there is a small showroom or small restaurants. We can go for this system. Actually, it is very sleek and compact. That is the basic design of the system. With this system, you can mount the unit in a small corner. Say in a residence, you can put it in a small balcony, and the footprint is very, very less only. It is just, as you can see, it is 900 mm by 350 mm only. 6 horsepower machine will be with this dimension only. So with that, with this compactness, we can take care of that space constraint. Even if there is a space constraint within a villa or within the residence, we can use this system. We already saw about inverter compressor system. It gives step-plus capacity control with precise temperature control possible with low starting current. I think we already seen for top discharge. Similar compressors are only used for side discharge VRF system. The one major difference between top discharge and side discharge is side discharge VRF system is very compact. It is designed for compactness. So it is meant for wall mounting also. It can be mounted on a wall. We need not put it on a floor also. And it is not modular, non-modular, meaning you cannot combine 2 units or more. It has to be an independent unit. That's the reason why it is for a smaller application. So otherwise, it is also with inverter compressor. It also gives good efficiency at pot load. It also gives very good capacity control. Everything is there. Actually, we saw about the top discharge, what are all the features. All these features are available in this side discharge system also. So I am not going to take much time. You have got a larger coil face area, and you have got a special inverter compressor, larger accumulator, specially coated PCB, weatherproof construction, everything is there. Again, that results in non-stop operation at 56. Just imagine it is a small system. It is a compact system. Compared to a top discharge, it is compact. In spite of that, no, it is designed in such a way that it gives, it works even at 56° non-stop. So that is the beauty of the system. Even for a small application, small residence or small office, when we go for this system, we can have pot load operation, meaning it need not be full. A few ACs can be run. And during that pot load operation, it improves the efficiency. So even with for a small application, we can make use of this inverter technology, VRF technology, and we can get the maximum efficiency. And our VRF 6 Plus is specially designed to give a EER SIS 4.4. There are units, high efficiency units available which can deliver 4.4 COP. So again, we have to think the size is small. It is so compact, so small. In spite of that, it gives very good efficiency, and the pot load efficiency further goes up. So that way, the efficiency is taken care. There is no compromise on efficiency, though the size is small. We saw about demand control mode for top discharge. I just want to highlight the same feature is available for this side discharge, small capacity also. We can fix the capacity at 25%, 50%, 75%, and we can operate at low air capacity with the same unit. So as I explained, no, even the small, you take a 6 HP unit, you can fix the capacity at 3 HP and you can run. It may be useful for certain scenarios, whatever I explained earlier, for a backup generator or for optimum use of AC. Of course, night silent mode we saw. Same night silent mode is available with side discharge also. So coming to pipeline, top discharge is with bigger compressor. Even with side discharge, we can go for a 50-meter vertical height, and the total pipeline can be 300 meters. Even with a small unit also, we can take care of relatively longer piping length. So that is also taken care with this VRF 6S. I am not sure. This is heat pump. It is also available as a heat pump. We can use it for heating. I am not sure. This may not be very much applicable there, but it is possible to give a heat pump system also. We were discussing about AHU compatibility. Even side discharge units can be integrated with custom-made AHUs, with which we can cater to non-standard applications like a banquet hall where the latent heat is more, or some pharma applications where the filtration is different, filtration levels are higher. We can use it in hospitals, we can use for some industries. That is possible with the special electronic kit, AHU integration kit. So this is important thing. Blue Star AHU kit can be used along with other indoor units. Even for side discharge, you can combine other indoor units. You need not restrict with only one AHU. You can integrate it with other small indoor units along with the big AHUs. Actually, this flexibility will not be available with all types of VRF systems. This is very, very unique to Blue Star only. We have a wide range of outdoor units, starting from 4 horsepower to 16 horsepower. And we have 2 series. We have N series and we also have 6 series, S series. Totally, there are about 14 models. You can choose any model depending on your requirement. So this is highlights of our side discharge VRF 6S. So important thing, it is again meant for high ambient operation. Up to 56 it can work. It is with inverter compressor only. It is meant for space. It is very compact and sleek, and it can be put in any space. and it gives relatively higher piping length, which improves the aesthetics, and it gives flexibility to connect with tailor-made air handling units also. So these are all the unique features. Now we saw unique features of top discharge VRF and side discharge VRF. Now I will take you through certain features which are common for both the systems. When we talk about indoor units range, as I told, there is a variety of indoor unit. You can have different types of indoor unit connected to the same outdoor unit. We starting from a small high wall unit, we have a big ducted unit, we have cassette units, different types of cassette units, large cassette, compact cassette, one-way cassette. We also have a floor mounted type indoor unit. We also have a vertical unit, and we can also connect it with a treated fresh air. So this is our complete range. Totally, we have more than 75 models of indoor units, which gives the flexibility to design a project based on the requirement. This is about our AHU kit. AHU kit also starting from 3 ton, we have up to 32 ton. We can go for a small 3 ton AHU also. We can also go for a big AHU of 32 ton single AHU with this AHU kit, and it is a small compact AHU kit. So this is about our concealed unit. Concealed unit are specially designed. We have 2 types of concealed unit, and it gives you multi-speed operation, and it will be very ideal for now. Many residential applications are going with concealed splits only. And we also have a wall mount unit. The wall mount unit is again highly efficient. It is a 5-star unit. In India, we use for 5-star rating, which is with stringent standards. We use the same indoor units. Cassettes also, we have 4-way cassettes, 2 types of 4-way cassette, compact cassette and large cassette. Other than that, we also have 1-way cassette and 2-way cassette. That option is also available. Cassette units by default comes with a drain pump, and it is always with DC motor only, BLDC motor only, with the multi-speed operation. So we saw about indoor unit range. Whatever indoor units we saw, these indoor units are common for both top discharge and side discharge VRF units. We can use for both the systems. Now we will see something about control options. As I told, we have all varieties of control systems. When we talk about central control system, we have a group controller. This whatever you are seeing is called a group controller. This is a very, very simple controller for a small set of units. Up to 16 indoor units, this controller can be used. When there's a bigger project, when you go for a larger project, we have another central control system, which is based on a Wi-Fi device, which can be connected through a smartphone or a tab. And this Wi-Fi based control system can control up to 900 plus indoor units. And you can go for a 16 systems of outdoor unit. So 16 into 4, maximum 64 outdoor units you can combine. That way, for very big projects. We can also control through a PC. So PC based control is also available. There are 2 types of PC based control. One is localized control. Without any internet you can connect. We can also give you PC based control, which is again internet based. Meaning you can connect from any place. You can log in from any place through cloud. No, the outdoor unit can be integrated to your PC through internet. For that, there has to be an internet connection. Outdoor unit will be connected to the device, which will again connect it to a cloud. Through the cloud, you can control the AC system. The same thing can be done with a mobile also. You can control through a PC or through a mobile. It is again a cloud-based system, and you can control from any place. Sitting in any place, you can control this. You can even control when you are traveling outside. When you go abroad also, you can control your AC system with this web-based control. And we also have a BMS integration. We can integrate with BMS integration. We have a BMS interface device readily available, which can directly connect to third-party BMS. And if you want some other protocol, actually standard will be with Modbus. If you want BACnet, LawnWorks, or any other protocol, that is also possible. We can go for a proto converter and we can connect with any interface. So other than that, we have simple wired and wireless control also. Now, as you can see, we have different types of control options. All the controls are possible. You can control through an independent device or through a PC. You can go for a group control for a small units or big units. Everything is available. Now, there is a new software which is called tenant billing software. There may be a scenario wherein you may want to go for a multi-tenant facility, AC for multi-tenant facility, wherein there is a common VRF system. Common VRF system is connected to multiple tenants, each tenant taking some space in a common place, like there is a mall or there is an office. There are multiple small offices in the same facility. The VRF system is common. So that time, the tenant will have to be charged for the electricity consumption. For that, no, though the outdoor unit is common, the electricity has to be split. So how do we charge? On what basis we have to charge? For that, there is a software available which calculates the consumption of power for each and every tenant based on certain calculations. There is a software which calculates the set temperature, number of running hours. There is a logic available. It is again based on the EXV opening and what is the duration and how many tenants are using the AC. There is a calculation. With that, we can generate bills for each and every tenant. This feature is very, very useful when there is a multi-tenant facility. There are multiple tenants and we are going to give bill for each and every tenant. This is very useful. With this tenant billing software, we can generate bills and we can also generate the report in an Excel document for all the tenants. Every month we can generate an Excel document, and that Excel document can be used for making the bill. So we can do the billing accordingly for different tenants, and maybe different places the charges will be different, unit rate will be different. We can work out accordingly. Depending on the usage, you can generate and give. So that way, this tenant billing is a useful system when there is a multi-tenant facility wherein we have to give power bill for each and every tenant from a common VRF system. So this home automation, you might have heard, this is very popular when there is a small, it is like a BMS. There are multiple facilities which need to be controlled from a single device. This home automation system will be useful. We have certain home automation systems are already integrated with Blue Star VRF system for both top discharge and side discharge. We can directly connect to that home automation system and we can use this. And even if there is a non-standard applications also, you can approach us, we can give solution. We have our BMS interface. With BMS interface, we can cater to any types of home automation system. We can provide a solution. So one more control feature is key card or motion sensor. Actually, each unit is having a provision which can take input from either key card. Key card meaning in case of a hotel, there will be a key card. When you insert the key card, the instruction should go to the unit to switch on. By default, all the indoor units are having this key card input. The same input can be also used for motion sensor. Motion sensor is becoming very popular nowadays with automation. No? When someone enters the room, the AC can come on. For that also, this input can be used. By default, all the indoor units are provided with this arrangement. This is very useful in hotel applications or even in sometimes in office applications wherein the AC has to be automated, operation has to be automated. So one more, now we saw about VRF features. I have actually gone through all VRF features. There is one more interesting product. I just wanted to highlight about the product. As I told in the beginning, this inverter technology is becoming very popular globally. Even now, even many European countries and America also is going towards this inverter technology for various reasons. It is very simple and it gives very good efficiency. So we developed one more product, which is like VRF system. there are many cases wherein there is one-to-one requirement. There is one indoor unit and one outdoor unit requirement, where we thought we can go for a standard system with ducted type of indoor unit, which is called inverter ducted system. As you can see, there is an indoor unit which can be floor mounted or ceiling mounted, which can be connected to the outdoor unit. And this gives variable capacity like a VRF system. You can get variable capacity. The only restriction is you can connect one-to-one. There will be one indoor unit, one outdoor unit. Otherwise, as you can see, everything is possible. Whatever is possible with VRF system, all are possible with this inverter ducted system. You can get the higher efficiency. It gives you very good precise control, stepless control. We can also go for a longer refrigeration pipe. AHU integration is possible for a non-standard application. Control systems are also available. The benefit is when you go for this system, here everything is standardized. We are getting a price advantage also. It is very economical compared to a VRF system. But at the same time, we are getting the benefits, all the benefits, whatever that are available in VRF system, the same benefits are also available. That way, this is a very, very good replacement for VRF system, wherein you have one indoor and one outdoor application. Wherever there is only single space, one space wherein you need to go for a variable capacity system, this can be used. So as you can see, there are three types of products which is inverter based. VRF 6 plus, VRF 6s, inverter ducted system for a single space. So with this product, all these products are based on inverter system only, variable capacity system only. We can take care of the variable capacity. At the same time, you can also look for a solution in combination. You can go for a, if you have a small office, you can go for a VRF side discharge, VRF for small cabins. There is an open office, we can go for an inverter ducted system. We can also work out a combo solution. That way, it gives very good flexibility for designing a HVAC system. So as in India, VRF is becoming very popular, and Blue Star is there for almost 2 decades. And we have many big projects. We have done projects for various applications. There are many IT applications. There are many industrial applications, residential applications, metro rail. So this product is suitable for various applications. Any applications, we can give solution with VRF. So with this, I will conclude my presentation. Now, if there is any query, we can discuss.
Thank you, Mr. Ganesh, for this informative session, and thank you everyone in attendance for being so patient. There are a lot of questions in the Q&A chat
so
box.
I will read the questions, Ganesh.
Yeah.
So that we can combinedly answer.
Yeah.
First of all, thank you, ma'am, Desi Philip. Thank you for posting a question, ma'am, and thank you very much. The question is, Ganesh, since you have 112 HP, it means that it will have a larger refrigerant volume. Ashraf 15 restricts the leakage volume of refrigerant. In case the system consists of smaller rooms, the concentration of leaked refrigerant will exceed the Ashraf 15 figure. What is the solution suggested?
Yeah, very good question. See, there are 2 aspects. First of all, when we talk about larger system of 112 HP, such systems will be used for very large area, like there is a 50,000 square feet of office, open office. So during that scenario only, we go for a larger VRF system. When there is a small room, all the times we may not go for a larger HV system. Of course, the question is very valid. In case if there is any leak, it is very, very important we need to address. For that, there are many refrigerant leak detection systems available to ensure the safety. That we can also offer that system. We have a solution for that. That can be integrated with our outdoor unit. In case of any leak, that will immediately shut down the system and it will stop the refrigerant flow. So there are solutions available. But of course, it is required for certain applications. But the 112 HP, we don't go for small rooms most of the times. We go for very larger applications only.
Thank you, Ganesh. And the next one is Mr. Hamad Salama. I would like to know what is the minimum part load percentage for outdoor unit and system life.
Okay, so to answer your question, when we talk about minimum part load, to be frank with you, there is no minimum part load. VRF system can work as long as when there is a load. Even when small load is there, it can work. But the restriction comes because of the compressor suction and discharge conditions, the system may trip. From that point of view, the minimum load we can go for 10% of the capacity of the compressor. So the minimum load of any outdoor unit can be 10% of the capacity of the compressor. So if the compressor, if there are two compressors, it can be as low as 5% also.
Yeah, so Ganesh, there is another question combinedly asked for other people also. This is from Mr. Sri Kumar. Refer to condensing coating. What is the additional recommended coating providing as a standard stroke optional for corrosive atmosphere Bahrain condition? And what is the rating of bluefin coating provided with the standard units? And how much is the efficient against seashore corrosive environment? Also advise, is there any special coating in the outdoor unit body parts to prevent corrosion for such above environment? This is also asked by another gentleman also. So you can answer.
So, Mr. Sri Kumar, it is very relevant for a place like Bahrain, where it is surrounded by sea. Even in India also, many cities are along the coastal area. What happens, when we talk about this coating, we decide the specification based on the salt spray testing. Normally, we rate our coating for, we design our coating with minimum 500 hours of salt spray. So that's how we decide. Actually, the bluefin coating, whatever is available in the unit, is good enough for seashore applications. We have many installations along seashore for more than 10 years. There is no major issue. But in case if there is a very highly concentrated saline atmosphere or any chemically polluted atmosphere, we may have to go for additional coating. Otherwise, for normal sea corrosion, there is no need for additional coating. When you go for an additional coating, it is not a permanent coating. It has to be done periodically. It has to be done once in 2 years or 3 years, depending on the intensity of the corrosion. For that also, there are solutions available. We also mentioned about one black gold coating. That is also possible. We can give with that special coating also.
Yeah, thank you, Ganesh. Now, this question I would like Nofal to answer. Nofal is our pre-sales application manager. Okay, can we able, this is from AAC HVAC tendering, able to connect 100% fresh air AHU with on coil of 46° DPT in the VR system? What are the limitation in VR system if we connect treated fresh air AHU in other VRF outdoor units? Yeah, Bilal, can you just answer?
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Actually, regarding the 100% fresh air unit, we can connect the VRF ODUs along with the AHU kits. We have done like 5 or 6 projects with the same application. And when it comes to AHUs and indoor units, we have to make sure the diversity, actual diversity should be 100%. When it comes to FAHU and IDUs combined together.
Yeah, thank you, Nofal. So this is now from Kiran. Can we propose FAHU, AHU compatibility of Eurovan certification? Yes, Mr. Kiran, our AHUs are with the Eurovan certification. Can we propose FAHU plus VRF on 46° on Blue Star make? This has already been answered by Mr. Nofal. This is from Mr. Rajan AES. Thank you, Mr. Rajan. Thank you all above participants are putting your questions. He has written, thank you for your good presentation. Thank you very much. We are very happy. Please elaborate how the system runs when one IDU is down. Ganesh, please.
Yeah. See, when we say
one more question, Ganesh, and when we have 2 IDU inside big hall, how remote control only one unit?
Okay.
The two questions by Mr. Rajan.
Okay. So to answer your first question, see, when one IDU is down, there may be different scenarios. The IDU can be down for various reasons. Okay, in case if there is a communication failure, it could be due to some wire cut in the wire, or it could be due to failure of some PCB. Whatever I explained, that is possible. We can make other units to run very easily with the help of a remote. With the working unit, we can isolate that unit and we can allow all other units to run. Okay. But in case if we are going to do some servicing of that IDU, for that also I told there is a solution. We can isolate the unit. Actually, for that, no, our service person can isolate the unit and he can run other units. So there is no issue in running other units when one unit is down.
So he asked one more question, Ganesh,
Yeah.
Mr. Rajan. If one IDU down, do we need to refill full refrigerant? Are there any valves recommended for refrigerant near indoor unit?
Yeah, I think Satya, one more question we haven't answered. No, that when there are two units in a hall.
Yes.
See, actually, basically the remote sensor, you put the remote near that unit and then operate. If the two units are together, no, you have to be careful. Otherwise, no, you position the remote sensor in such a way that it is pointing to that particular unit. Okay,
Yeah.
so valves for isolation.
Yeah,
Right,
what
so-
he asked for a question, do we need to refill full refrigerant if one IDU is down? Are there any valves recommended for refrigerant near indoor unit?
See, actually speaking, if in case if there is a refrigerant leak, see, normally, no, in VRF system, whatever we experience, no leakage happens in the pipeline. But in case if there is a leakage in the connection, flare connection, see, if the pipe is open, it is likely that the entire refrigerant also may leak. Even if you have a valve also, it may leak. But in case if you come to know about that, you can immediately shut down the outdoor. With that, no, we can prevent refrigerant from further leaking. So providing a valve near indoor unit, I am not sure whether it is going to help. But definitely we have to shut down the outdoor unit, which will stop further leakage.
Yeah, there's a question from ma'am again. They say, Philip, ma'am, isolation function, does it require valves to isolate the piping?
Yeah. So I think she's talking about service isolation function. So it doesn't require any valve. Actually, it is going to be done by our service person only. Knowingly, he's going to do some service. By shutting down the unit, no, by enabling this function, automatically the EXV will get closed. So there is no need to isolate the valve. Actually, refrigerant side, nothing is going to happen. Only some electrical and electronic side only is going to do servicing. No need to have isolation valve.
So ma'am asked another question also, tenant buildings that is required separate electricity meter for the condensing unit.
Yes. So when we talk about tenant building system, there has to be energy meter. Energy meter is the one which measures the energy, total energy. Basically, what happens, it measures the total energy and it distributes between different indoor units. For that only the software is provided, but definitely there has to be a energy meter, which again has to communicate also with the communication system. Special energy meter is required.
Yeah, Ganesh, we have another 3-4 questions to go. So there's another question from Mr. Sri Kumar. What about fresh air connection options of indoors? Is it handled direct, untempered ambient air in peak summer conditions?
See, if it is add-on fresh air, yes, based on the heat load, based on the capacity of the unit, we can add some fresh air. Directly also we can put in case of a ducted unit, and even in case of cassette unit also, there is a provision. If it is 100% fresh air, we have to go for a special TFA unit.
Yeah. So there's a 2 questions from Mr. Joe. I would like to answer. What is the OD capacity range as single unit as a model for top discharge and side discharge? So as we given our presentation, top discharge is 112 HP module, 28 HP into 4. Side discharge is single unit only. Side discharge range from 4 HP to 16 HP, and top discharge is again from 8 HP to 28 HP. And there's another question from Joe, cold only option available. As we presented, we also have a heat pump model, both in top discharge and side discharge. Thank you, Mr. Joe. And there is a 2 questions from AAC. Are you having VRF system, 3-pipe system? No, sorry, we don't have 3-pipe heating and cooling system. The second question is cooling only VRF system available. What IP protocol you support for BMS and home automation? Ganesh, please.
Actually, we have a Modbus interface as a standard interface. With Modbus, we can connect to third-party BMS. If some other protocol is required, we have to go for a proto converter.
So there's another question from Mr. Gausspack. What are the additional features added in VRF 6 Plus compared to VRF 5 Plus? We will be sending out the entire presentation catalog to our channel partner Al-Moeed IFM team. They will be in touch with you to explain more detail about the new VRF 6 Plus. Thank you, Mr. Gaussap. Mr. Zohair, is the type of AC working well at high ambient place, temperature place? Yes, as we showed you, it works up to 56 degree ambient. Thank you, Mr. Zohair. There is another question. We understand that Daikin and LG are generation 5 units. BSL is 6th generation system. What is the advantage? This is again will be explained by our channel partner IFM. We will be sending all our latest catalogs presentation to them, and also you can send us the mail to them so that they will be in a position to reply you properly against the competition. Thank you, Mr. Asking that question. There is a question from Mr. Sachin. Please share the brochure with the attendees. Definitely through IFM, it will reach your place. Thank you for asking that. Mr. Sajid Hashmi, what are the duration of VRF 6 Plus system at a 53 degree ambient? We will be sharing this P&I O&M manual and the duration chart to our channel partner. They will be in a position to communicate to you on all this. Thank you, Mr. Sajid. Demand control can be activated from BMS in certain situations. Ganesh, please.
Yeah, so demand control mode can be activated through a centralized control through a PC. But BMS is for different purpose. BMS is for third-party interface. It can be activated through a PC. So BMS is for only integration with third party. We have to activate through a PC only.
So is that special coating being done as we given our presentation? Yes, we can do glycol coating on additional cost. Definitely yes. What is the duration in capacity of VRF at lower suction temperature to get coil leaving of 10 degrees C? Ganesh, please.
Yeah, actually, again, it is based on the duration chart which you can provide. Satya. There is a duration chart. It will vary from model to model. And again, it depends on the outdoor temperature also. So for the particular 10 degree, they can take the detail from the chart.
How do we select VRF capacity? Is it summation of indoor unit tonnage, or can we take diversity? Please advise. You please send us the inquiries. We have a selection team, application team. We have a selection software. We will able to design it as per your requirement and send it through our IFM to you. Thank you for that.
To answer, this diversity is purely based on the condition. It is based on the local condition, based on the requirement. So we don't have any standard diversity. It is purely based on the usage.
Yeah, there is another gentleman called Mr. SJM. 100% TFA unit can be connected with the variable airflow indoor unit. Ganesh?
Yeah, it is outdoor unit. It can be connected, yes. It is a 100% TFA is there.
So there's another from Mr. Rajan again. If one indoor unit to be replaced, do all indoor units down?
So if we have to remove the refrigerant pipeline, then of course there may be a refrigerant to be handled. At that time it will be down. During replacement it will be down. In case if there is an isolation valve, we can close the isolation valve and remove the unit without affecting the other units. But if there is no isolation valve, definitely all units will be down.
And there is a question from Mr. Yashwant. Do the Blue Star has a hygienic certified AHU? As of now, we have noted down your question. We will come back through our IFM to you. And there is another from a gentleman. Is the billing system for separate bill is charged separately or comes in standard rates?
So when we talk about billing system, it doesn't give the rate. We have to enter the rate physically based on the actual local rate. It gives only the consumption and the usage. It divides the usage. It gives only the units rate we have to enter.
Thank you, Mr. There's a question from Mr. Ranjit. COP of VRF Blue Star compared with the COP of air-cooled chiller. Ganesh?
COP is a different thing. For I'm not sure what is the question, but in general, COP of a VRF system will be better compared to a COP of air-cooled chiller.
Yeah, thank you. So there's the last question from Mr. Pawan. Can we use variable air volume units in VRF indoor?
Yes, it can be used.
Thank you, Mr. Ganesh and Mr. Satya, for answering all the questions. And thank you, everyone, for staying along with us. Like Mr. Satya said, the IFM team would be in touch with you regarding all the queries that would be sent to you, the replies that would be sent to you via email. So that is Mr. Mohammad Tahir from IFM will be in touch with you with any further answers that you require. And now, as our session draws to a close, I invite Mr. Satya again, General Manager of Blue Star, to address the audience.
So thank you, Joy. And on behalf of Blue Star and IFM in Integrated Facility Management, part of Al Moed Group, we thank you very much for our distinguished guests joining today for this wonderful session, taking out your time on a busy day and attending this webinar for our new VRF 6+ system, which is consist of both top discharge and side discharge. We hope that you will be benefited out of this webinar or a technical seminar through one webinar. We would like to do sometime next year in-person seminar at Bahrain. We wanted to invite you people. We wanted to see you all, give a handshake, all that we wanted to do, and we will be definitely doing it in next year sometime. And thank you very much for all of you. Thank you for IFM team conducting yet another wonderful show. We recently done doctored show. We have participated the Ashray chapter, Bahrain chapter in-person show in Bahrain. My colleague joined there. Now we have done a webinar and we would like to do an in-person seminar next year. And thank you all. Be safe. God bless all of us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I'm sure everybody is looking forward to the in-person event next year. Now I ask the contact details of the IFM team to be shared on the screen for a while, so everybody in the audience can save them. And please feel free to reach out to them for your requirements or any queries. I thank you once again, everybody, for your time, and I wish you all a great day ahead.